I'm going to be performing the operational test for the two-stroke oil injection pump on this 2006 Yamaha 70TLR. We will run the engine on 50-to-1 premix while disconnecting the hoses coming out of the Mikuni two-stroke oil pump, going to each cylinder one at a time and measuring the output volume over 3 minutes with the idle set at 1500 RPMs and the two-stroke oil set to full throttle. We're looking for 2.2 cubic centimeters plus or minus 0.5 for each cylinder over the course of the 3 minutes. We'll start by taking off the cowling. Next, we'll connect the engine to the premix fuel. I think the easiest way to get at the hoses coming out of the two-stroke injection pump is to loosen and slide the two-stroke oil reservoir out of the way. So we'll do that. This is a 10mm socket. We're going to start with the top cylinder. Move this hose clamp out of the way. Disconnect the top hose. I've inserted the top cylinder's two-stroke oil injection hose into a graduated cylinder with a 0.1 milliliter graduation. Next, we're going to disconnect the throttle linkage and set the two-stroke pump to full throttle. And this just pops right off. I'll set this to full throttle. Let that rest on top. I'll turn on the water and start it up. We'll set the idle to 1500 RPMs and measure the output. Turn the water off. Let's take a look where we're at. Well, we hit 2.2 on the money, which is good news. So I'll repeat this for the other two cylinders and see where we end up. For the middle and lower cylinders, I decided instead of trying to retrieve the injection hose from the top of the reed valve plate here and down in there, that I disconnected these check valves here and here. It's a lot easier to get to. It's about 3 minutes, running at 1500 RPM. Off the water. Let's take a look where we're at. These are the results for the middle cylinder. We're at 2.5, which is well within the plus or minus 0.5 tolerable range for our target of 2.2 cubic centimeters. We're 0.3 above the target. Let's see what the bottom cylinder does. And here I've disconnected the oil injection hose distal to the check valve going into the bottom cylinder. I like to do it on this side of the check valve so that no air can leak back into the system. bottom cylinder 2.7 cubic centimeters, which again is within the tolerable range, and honestly I'd rather have too much two-stroke oil in there than not enough, so I'm happy with that result. So I'm going to reconnect the throttle linkage for the two-stroke oil pump and then reattach this oil reservoir. So I've reconnected the throttle linkage for the two-stroke oil injection pump, put the washer and the clip back in. Well, everything's all put back together and I'm very pleased with the results. The two-stroke oil injection pump is working. The engine hopefully won't seize. This is the last bit of maintenance before using it this coming season. This is a new engine for me, and since I bought it, I've cleaned and rebuilt the carburetors. I replaced the internal anodes here and here. The external anode on the bottom. I replaced the seals for the trim rams here and here. I replaced the main drive shaft seal and the water pump. I replaced the inline fuel filter and the spark plugs. I replaced the thermostat and cleaned out the water jacket.